Africa, still the dark continent, but from the earth the soft light of a full moon casting a warm glow over the darkened landscape. But a new day dawns, bringing to light the marvelous beauty of the forms and shapes of Africa.
Hello, we are Bruce and Anita Padden, missionaries with World Venture in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
We are thankful for this opportunity to share with you the work the Lord has called us to do in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The dangers in Congo are real, both natural and man-made. For example, Mount Nyiragongo, located 7 miles from Goma, erupted in 2002, sending molten lava through the center of town, destroying 90% of the businesses. On another occasion, we were in our home in Goma on a quiet afternoon when we heard that a plane had crashed in town. We looked toward the center of town and could see thick black clouds rising. We learned that a plane had veered off the runway, plowing into a busy local market. The exact number of those killed is not known, but it is believed that this accident claimed the lives of at least a couple hundred people. The people living in eastern Congo have suffered terribly because of recent conflicts. From time to time, people have fled the conflicts taking place in their areas and have ended up living in squalid conditions in makeshift camps throughout the country. About 2 years ago, we estimated that there were at least 40,000 people in the Baptist church community that we work with who were living as IDPs, that is, internally displaced people, throughout North Kivu province. Funds contributed to World Venture by people like you in churches throughout the USA and other countries as well have helped to provide much-needed aid to these people. We say many, many thanks to all of you who helped make this aid possible. Anita and I began our missionary journey 40 years ago in the Central African Republic. We came to Congo in 1986, where we both taught at the Bible Institute of Ranguba. We were away from Congo for a few years, but upon our return at the end of 1999, Anita began to make plans to launch a new ministry to help the thousands of children in Congo who had lost one or both parents and other family members in the war.
War, genocide, violent death, accidents, suicide, malaria and AIDS, as well as other diseases, have made victims of many children and teens, leaving them orphans in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Thousands of girls and women have been raped and often lack medical care. Many children and young people have been used as child soldiers. In 2000, I started working with grieving children in Kigali, Rwanda, and in 2001, we started a similar program in Goma, Congo. We moved into this new facility in Goma September 2006. It is called New Hope Center. As we have grown and developed, we have been able to start 2 other smaller centers in Buvunga and Ruanguba. Many grieving and traumatized children come to these centers. So what is the main goal at New Hope Center? The grieving child gets support on his or her grief journey in a safe place. Children support children, teens support teens with the help of trained facilitators. This is a preventive health program. So how does this happen? There are several different activities at the center. The children meet once a week to share their experiences with others in the group. They also sing, dance, and play out their grief. Often children and teens find it easier to share their stories through drawings and different art projects. Working with grieving children is hard, but very rewarding. We see very positive changes in the kids' lives. New Hope Center with its dedicated staff give great hope to these kids. Often the orphans are so marginalized in the society, accused of even having caused the death of the parent or parents, of being sorcerer, having the power to curse others, causing them to suffer and even die. As we walk with the kids on their grief journeys, they often start talking again after a long period of silence, stop using drugs and alcohol and inappropriate sexual behavior. Their health improves, their grades improve in school, and they are no longer suicidal. They don't feel rejected and alone anymore. They know that we love them, and so does God, and He will always be there for them. Only 40% of the children in Eastern Congo have a chance to go to school, because the one who cares for them may not be able to pay the school fees. Perhaps you can help. Some have medical needs too. Many are hungry and don't get enough to eat. They're lucky if they can eat something once a day. If you would like to help, we would be happy to tell you how.
Even though there is much sadness and suffering in Congo, that is not the whole story. In spite of all the problems, life still goes on. There is much that is positive to report. Churches continue to grow and new ones spring up. Sometimes visitors come to help and encourage us. SEBSA, the church association that we work with, has over 200 primary and secondary schools with 46,000 students enrolled in its school system. This represents a tremendous opportunity to positively impact these young people with the gospel. The medical work, under the capable direction of our Congolese friend and colleague, Dr. Desiree Ndayazi, has made tremendous strides. A more recent effort has been to build a commercial building in the middle of town on land belonging to SEBSA. This is an effort on the part of the mission to help SEBSA to become more self-reliant, to have funds from its own resources for its churches, schools, and medical facilities so that it does not have to rely on outside help for all its needs. We are hopeful that we will be able to continue to help SEBSA develop internal financial resources. The work in Congo, like mission work everywhere, is about people. People who desperately desire that all the fighting end that has so ravaged the population of Eastern Congo. At the moment, it appears that there is greater stability, more peace in the country than in recent years, but it is far from 100%. Congo is a country that has enormous potential, not only for the country as a whole, but certainly also for the church. Please pray for peace with real justice for the people of Congo, that God's word may progress and prosper.
And thank you so much for your prayers and continuing support.